Is it working? It doesn't look like it's working.
Yeah, let me take a
Oh, there
look.
it is. It doesn't look like it's working.
Had to clear my throat. I do hear it.
It doesn't sound super quiet.
Your mic sounds quiet. I sound fine. It's mostly just your mic.
Don't know how to fix that.
Let's see. Let me pull up OBS and take a look. Takes a second to boot.
While you put that up, I'll explain what we're doing. I've noticed in recent, I was basically trying to find something to show it to on people, then I noticed that the game audio, when using Twitch, sounds terrible. It barely sounds at all, but my voice is loud, so I'm trying to fix that. But it doesn't seem to be working on the regular Twitch, so I'm trying with OBS, hoping. Also heard that OBS is better, and quite frankly, I should have done it from the beginning.
There's a couple of things. So, like, you see the audio mixer in the center of the OBS screen?
I do.
What is the, like, blue bars underneath each of the, like, there's desktop audio and then mic aux audio. Do you see those two?
Yes, I do.
So you can either turn down desktop audio or turn up mic audio by moving the bar around.
Mic audio is as loud as it can go.
Alright. Let's see. So I have the volume maxed on that. The other thing you could do... Kind of properties. Here we go. So you can go into advanced audio properties, like click on the little three dots.
Okay.
And then there's advanced audio properties.
Okay.
But with that, you can actually bump the decibels up above the maximum.
Like, what would you suggest?
I would maybe go like 3 decibels would probably be good.
0.3 or 3 decibels?
3, because mine usually when I'm playing a game, my desktop audio is negative 4.5, so that is lowering the volume down. You can also change it to percentage if that makes it easier.
Now I find the points are fine. Can you double check, make sure the audio is good in game though?
Here, speak one more time.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, and 5.
It's still quiet. I don't know. It might just be your microphone is automatically like lowering your volume or something like that.
It is. I have broken it twice.
That could be the case then.
It's not like it was literally on my headphones and then I looked down and picked something up and it fell off my head.
Yeah, that does happen to I think everybody at some point or another.
I'm currently securing them with tape. I would get new headphones, but as I told you and then went to the group, I'm currently in the process of moving again, so I don't want to open up a whole new thing of headphones and learn that on top of packing everything.
Yeah, that would be very infuriating. Well, guess we'll just have to deal with it a little bit. You could probably try bumping it up in the system settings, but not sure how well you could do that.
I don't even know how.
Yep, I figured. He's fine.
I'll look it up
You're
later.
audible. It's just, you know, you can also try turning the game down in the options.
I'm just worried it'll make the game too quiet, that's all.
Kind of have to deal with that a little bit, I guess. unfortunately.
Anyways, we're back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I believe we're about to go to trial with one of a character I despise, as shown by the title.
Ah, yes, that'll be fun.
I also get to hear your your best work. I'm gonna hear how you're gonna do Von Karma.
Oh yeah, it is dirty, so isn't it? Karma.
That's right, Manfred Von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't let a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? You do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Sounds like someone else I know to match with.
You don't understand. I mean, you really do anything. Manfred Von Karma is a man to be feared.
That's quite a claim from someone who forges evidence.
You tell me what it really means to prosecute.
But what?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors.
I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya?
Uh-huh.
We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think?
Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I just couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so.
What are you whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
I do like OBS having the stream chat and such removable in a sense from...
Like you could pull it out and put it somewhere else.
Yeah, I technically have it right next to my game thing so I can see it better.
It is a big help, isn't it? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Oh, God. Right, I'm voicing this guy, aren't I?
Yeah, I asked, you took it, so...
You have to understand, we've had, like, what, 3 court cases so far, and the prosecution has been you the entire time?
Fair.
It just caught me off guard.
I was also, Winston Payne. Because someone has to be.
Strikes me somebody with, like, a slightly booming voice.
He does. To be fair, this is a courtroom where you have to project your voice.
Yeah. Well, you seriously think that I would not stand here were I not completely prepared? Right? My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
You're voicing four characters in this trial. Now you know how I feel when I'm voicing most of the other characters.
Oh boy. Alright, it's good practice. It's something I gotta get used to, especially for like GMing and tabletop.
Yeah, it also does help with your range a bit.
It does, yes. Describe the incident now. Just sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the man. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Sure, you sound like you're doing anything.
Well, I have to press the button and all.
Oh, so much work. There were 2 men on the boat.
It's nice and cold, which is very useful with the fact that I've been, again, packing all day.
Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started moving. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Oh, wait, Mr. Von Kama. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. He's got the same finger waggle as Edgeworth does sometimes.
Well, he did teach him.
Yeah. Wrong? There's only one thing you need to do here. Just press the button.
No, I'm adjusting the volume mixer on my end because you're sounding really quiet, and I don't know if it's my headphones or if it's just.
It might be the Discord audio or something like that.
Yeah, Discord audio is lower than it should have been.
It does it does send it over, and the audio will change like depending on the mixer itself rather than on your own settings sometimes. Well, slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not!
To be fair, guilty or not guilty are still part of the words.
Yeah, but there's more to the job, usually. There are definitely some moments where it feels like Phoenix and Edgeworth are the only 2 sane people in the room.
Canonically, Edgeworth is the only one who has logic as a superpower.
Yep. Man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. That is... It's kind of a flimsy reason to arrest him, to be honest with you.
Japan.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! She's just standing there like, this is my job.
I just had the mental image of he's just trying to speedrun the trial.
I know.
Alright. You just need to press in this bit, so tell me when to press.
Yeah. I feel like you need to press here, because just saying we had to arrest Edgeworth is a bit weird. Like, why did you arrest him? But why is that? There's the key. Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. So sorry, Your Honor.
There's still 2 more presses you need to do.
Okay. Back one, and I think you need to press there. No, wait, no, the wrong way, wrong way. Keep going. There we go, there we go. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. That objection was very deep.
Yeah.
I cannot match that tone of voice.
No, not a lot of people can.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the actor did not match that voice, and they toned him down.
And like in the anime?
No, as in like when they did the objection voice line.
Yeah, it does sound edited.
As close as possible, and then toned it down. Yep. Because it has that very like. If you ever listen to old games where the villain like laughs or something like that, and how it's very like tinned up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's similar to that when you hear the objection.
Still, it does sort of give the idea of this is probably not a human being.
He sounds more monstrous than human, yeah. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Okay, so it wasn't that. So why don't we press him there? Because like I think there's a key detail with the gun that we're missing, like the fact that Edgeworth was not found with it. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. You have a deep, trusted relationship with the prosecutors. Oh god. Yeah, you hear the objection there.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it on like a second go around.
Yeah. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. He's probably had his pay cut again.
So I want to look up what the like where poppycock comes from, and it's corruption of the Dutch word pappycack. Corruption of pap means stop chewing off food, and cack meaning cack. Okay. It means nonsense, but still.
Yeah.
It's profanity, not quite a swear word, but gross. I don't know what to feel about the fact that if you hear poppycock, no, that's cursing, just stuff you can get way in television.
Continue, now.
I thought it's like humbug. Just press on every statement. I'm guessing is what you want me to do?
Well, like, there's one where you have to press on particularly, right?
You still have two, according to what I'm looking at, you still have 2 statements you've been pressed on.
I mean, you can press on the pistol. what about the pistol made decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
It's not really an evil laugh, it's more of clicking his tongue.
Yep. There were fingerprints found on the pistol found above. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
I don't know how you prove... Okay, I'm gonna look this up manually, but I don't think you can actually tell which fingerprints come from which hands. Otherwise, a lot of CSI would probably bring that up.
You kinda can. It's not exactly an easy science, though. Like, if you look at your fingertips right now, you'll see a clear swirl in certain directions. Which is probably what they're going off of. I don't think that's actually the case, though. I think there's a little more to it. So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. So hold on a second. I want to point something out here. They actually did something really, really right with this handgun. So most handguns are very carefully designed so that you will know where the bullet comes from, how to grip it, all that kind of stuff. It's made to be easy to use because a complicated weapon is not going to benefit anybody. This pistol, for instance, there are two parts of it that actually show that this is a left-handed pistol. One would be, if you look at the top of the grip, there's that flat surface there.
Mm-hmm.
That is to kind of better accommodate your index finger when it's off the trigger. And then there is a flattened part on the left side of the barrel, which I think is supposed to kind of like signify this is where the bullet comes out of. It's not exactly there. It's probably more like it will pull back on the rear section of it and then eject it to the left, but it's supposed to kind of like keep parts from getting in the way of the ejection port.
And also keep bullet casings from flying into your face.
There's that. It's also so that the bullet casing doesn't like catch on any part of the external bit of the gun, because that can happen. You can get like a hang casing where the casing is stuck in the slide.
I've actually heard of that. I believe some people call it stovepiping.
Yeah, it's a stovepipe. I think like Receiver 2 introduced that, and that was a very interesting thing to deal with because you had to forcibly get it out of there by like pulling back on the slide as hard as you could.
I know about it from either fan fiction that deals with like military in settings that normally don't have military in it, or crime shows.
I think Resident Evil 4, the remake, actually had a stovepipe incident that saved Leon.
That stovepiping should come up more in, like, there should be like a lot of little things that happen if a character doesn't know how to use guns, like stovepiping, or I've seen in Restoring Isles, a criminal gets caught because he wasn't holding the gun correctly, and so when the receiver, does the receiver thing, but more bullets, he basically got caught in the fleshy part of his hand. There was like a term for it, but I don't remember it. All I know is that Garant Thumb's the same thing. Yeah,
there probably should be more incidences of like Garand Thumb and other things with characters that don't know how to use a weapon, especially in like apocalyptic settings. The guns really should be jamming more often.
I don't know who said it because I've watched a lot of media, and sometimes I'm like, I'm probably never going to talk to someone about this, and then I meet people that talk about it and have no way to reference it. But I believe in an apocalypse, melee weapon, I've said that someone said that in an apocalypse, melee weapons should be more of a sure thing, because guns, no one takes care of guns anymore, so they're more likely to, break down, explode. And so unreliable firearms should be a staple in apocalypses.
I mean, it makes sense.
Even, and I read this, I didn't realize this was a movie until way later, but even The Postman had, which is a post-apocalypse story about primarily about a guy conning his way through the world, pretending to be a postman. He uses a bow and arrow, which is like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that would make sense. You can make bowstrings, you can make fletchings. You don't have to worry about casings, gunpowder, bullets. You can probably retrieve your arrows if you miss. It's much more easier to practice.
Yeah, makes sense.
Nick, does it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague?
I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines.
No, pal, please. You don't understand. He's scaring me.
This estimate is probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press.
What do we do?
Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do?
Well said, Nick. You're the man.
Okay, so I think that's because it, like, technically considered us to be at the end of the statements.
Yeah.
And just kind of did that.
Do you want me to press the statement we're supposed to press?
Let's see, which ones haven't we pressed? I know we haven't pressed on this one.
Do you want me to just press them all then?
Well, no, just trying to figure out, like, I don't think it's this one, I think it's the other one, because I think we've only not pressed on 2. Oh, no, okay, maybe it's a different one than that. Okay, pressed on that one. We pressed on that one. Actually, yeah, let's press on that, because it seems a bit odd that they'd find the body the next morning when there were gunshots. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bones, so its shape is well preserved.
That's something
That is not how that works.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Bullets flatten upon impact. This thing would be very much misshapen. You very rarely get a bullet that's still intact.
I think either it's either planted or it actually like goes through a wall where you get like a bullet that's mostly intact.
Yeah, because the wall will most likely fracture. You might get some like scoring and stuff like that on it, I think. I need to like actually see what happens to a bullet when it goes through a wall.
If I remember,
Yeah, no.
I haven't been there in a while, so my memory might be faulty. I might be thinking of something else. But they in the Mob Museum. Come to Vegas. I'm going to be gone in a month. In the Mob Museum, they have the original wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and B, Tommy guns, which I'm pretty sure don't work anymore, and I think a couple of the actual rounds taken from the wall.
Oh, wow.
For those of you who don't know, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, where they have the wall, was basically a firing wall. If I remember correctly. Essentially, either cops or, I believe it was cops. Cops were at a wall and were basically gunned down.
Jeez, that...
Come to the Mob Museum. We have the history of the mob, some fun things like moonshining and all that, and also a wall just talking about a whole murder site. Yay! It's also in Vegas because they have like a bunch of things involving gambling there too, which makes sense because it's
Vegas.
It's basically a history of the mob, and also a little bit of history on cheating in Vegas. I think they actually, I'm stuck on this. I'll come back to it. I want to finish this thought. I think they also have like headphones where you can listen in on recorded conversations of people wearing wires. It's pretty neat. Sorry for the tangent.
Yeah, it's a good tangent. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet added to the court record. 22 caliber pistol, jeez. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Which is actually a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. It shows up. It's one of the few things that show up in criminal TV shows that's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I love watching criminal TV shows. I love trying to solve the criminal before it happens. And occasionally there's a case of like I figure something out like 5 seconds before they show it. But also, a lot of times it's like, okay, we don't have that technology yet. How the hell was I supposed to figure that out? Or that is a bit of a leap of logic, or we've already proven that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain.
This will be your history lesson in science.
This will be on the test. Actually, Judge, you do it.
I want to test your knowledge as well.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires.
After this, I just thought of something else that I want to talk about that's not related to Mobbyism, but is related to crime shows.
You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess! Now! But, wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
I can just hear you enjoying yourself now.
Just the pushiness is very fun.
So, about ballistic markings, before I forget, I used to read a lot of Encyclopedia Brown-esque books, and a lot of them are, like, outdated or a little bit misogynistic. Because, you know, the guy who writes them was...
It's an old book.
Yeah. But there was ones that were not by, like, the Encyclopedia Brown author, but same sort of style of... Here's the crime. We have the evidence of the crime in it. We also have the clues in the dialogue. You have to figure it out on your own. And it was like CSI, but not CSI. Just a criminal scene organization with somewhat wacky characters, but also not by the people of CSI. Like the Grissom-based character was the guy who apparently had like a fishing jacket with like anything he would need in a crime scene in it, which actually sounds like should have been on the show. But there was a case where they bring in a guy who has a gun that's committed like various murders, and the guy is swearing that he does not bring this. He brings this gun out to shoot at firing ranges. He doesn't bring it out anywhere else. He has no idea why he's being accused of murder, and he's saying that you can ask the guy at the gun store. He can vouch for me. He's a really nice guy. It's like, and they ask why he means a very nice guy. Well, I came in when my gun broke. Like something was wrong with my barrel, and it's like, how did they fix it? Like, swap the barrel out with a new one. I don't know exactly. And what basically is like, okay, we're gonna let you go. We are gonna arrest your gun show owner, so you have to find somewhere else to shoot. And it's like, okay, why are they doing that? And I'm pretty sure you already know what the
Because he swapped the barrel out and used the barrel on a different gun and shot someone.
Yeah, pretty much. He swapped the barrel used in a bunch of killings to this other guy's gun. So he doesn't have the barrel from the gun, but you know, this guy does. It's one of those things like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. That is
Yeah, that's not so great.
And stuff like that doesn't come up in CSI, though I kind of wish it would do. Just like one episode that's just like these bit stories of quick crimes that are solved from like dialogue options. I don't know. I occasionally I'm like, I have a terrible memory, and then I'm like, I remember reading this, and yet I can't remember stuff for like my water science classes or my math class. I don't know where my brain decides is impertinent information, but apparently it's nothing what I need for, you know, day-to-day life.
This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? That is a very good question. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
I mean, that's sort of like the key evidence here. Like, you don't know who's in the photograph because it's so fucking blurry.
Yeah, this is like Loch Ness monster photo imagery to a T.
I don't think you can even prove Edgeworth was there because you can't see Edgeworth. You can even... It's clearly you can use that as a frame-up in a world where that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it was me.
What?
Why did you admit that? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did it?
I don't know.
You don't know. Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
I will forgive Edgeworth for this taking place in Japan, so he doesn't probably know about guns that well, but also don't pick up... If you're in a situation and someone drops a gun, do not pick up the gun. That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Oh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya?
Oh hey, a friend of mine's playing Pizza Tower. I hope they enjoyed it. I enjoyed, even though I'm not... Like, people like, get P ranks. I can't get P ranks. That involves a level of concentration that's up there with getting S ranks in Hotline Miami. I can get through the game. Do not ask me the high score. I cannot do that. Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? Yes!
Ouch.
Look, her sister can do the same thing as correction, her cousin can do the same thing she can, and she's like 6. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
Well, we know the answer is no, I need you here, right?
Yeah.
No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a speed medium who can't even contact spirits.
Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately.
I somehow won 4 cases by myself. I mean, you were there, but they won't that won't be on the evidence.
You were there, but I can't prove that. But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Foreshadowing.
For which case?
Technically, Apollo Justice, actually.
Ah.
Like, slight spoilers for Apollo Justice, but the reason why Nick isn't a prosecutor, defense lawyer anymore in that game, he's accidentally given fake evidence, and he doesn't realize until he presents it in court.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
And they don't believe him that he gave fake evidence by mistake, because it helps his case, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really? Whoa! I'm gonna do that again. Whoa! Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court's back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hartz take the stand? Your turn. Good luck, Queen.
I hate this lady. I despise this lady. There's a whole speech by Helen Ellison from the voice point of a AI creature that despises humanity to the point of wiping out all but 6 of them. That's very apt to how I feel about this lady.
Oh boy.
I gotta say though,
Hart, you are a research student at the university.
I gotta say though, AIM's speech goes kind of hard. I am if you want to be fucking pedantic about it, but yeah. It's one of the things, like, it sounds pretentious when you realize, no, that's visceral. I don't think I could hate anything as much as AIM does humanity, except for Lotta Hart. That I am!
Oh, God. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
No, I'm gonna add as much trivial and subjective things as I want.
Oh no.
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
No! Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please. You know, I'm starting to understand why Edgeworth may have problems with his witnesses.
It's just the curse of Von Karma.
It's because the guy that they learned it from is a complete ass.
I think also his adopted sister has the same problem.
That sounds about right.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. There was another bang, and there was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, you have to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. But, well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
Well, the jury's gone. I wasn't expecting that.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot.
I honestly think with that type of voice, you could probably play a villainous noble. I'm not sure how often we play games that have villainous nobles, but this could definitely be one of them.
There's a couple. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him.
I just got the weirdest thought that I'll vocalize after once we do cross-examination.
Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order! I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination? We have photographic proof! What question could there possibly be? This photo's worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or... do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Contempt of court means he's arrested.
Yeah. I know, we do already know that there is a flaw in the testimony.
Yeah. Or
there are 2 gunshots.
I will want to explain further. Contempt of court means you're being arrested for wasting the judge's time.
Uh-huh.
Really think there's a contradiction in the facts with her testimony?
I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
So, you know how there's a lot of like webcomics that are basically like take this thing and make it into an RPG?
Mm-hmm.
With how ridiculous Ace Attorney gets, it kind of does look like it's a case of, alright, we did the first like case of this one thing, we're going to have to, you guys keep on doing this, I'm going to have to like make up new cases, so I apologize ahead of time. And that's just basically what happens.
Kinda is, yeah. So we know that her... At what time does or was the murder at? Like, when did he die? Do we know that? We don't have the autopsy report, do we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's not helpful.
No.
12:15. Yeah. And then... Is that another photograph there, or is that just a map?
Map. It just says, press Lotta on every single statement except her first.
Okay. Go ahead. I think we can kind of skim through a good number of these, but why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious.
Press further?
It's not relevant to the case right now?
Whenever you can, it just say press further and harder whenever you can.
Okay. Miss Hart? Could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Actually, it kind of has to do a good bit now that I think about it. Objection to say... Okay. Well, wait, now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. There. Goodness.
What? I already said this.
Yep.
By the way, I'm lying to all of you.
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men.
Yeah, well, of course.
Witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Right. We know what it is because of the whole camera thing. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
She's being very evasive. You're asking me this question. It's meaningless. Contradiction, Mr. Wright, not meaningless battle. I am trying to get a contradiction. Mon Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... I want to smack this man. I think I get why they have us pressed so many times. It's not because, like, we need to get anything specific out of Lotta Hart. Although it is hinting back to there being more to her. I think it's more just like, they really want you to get upset with Karma. He objects to everything. Mr. Wright. Here we go again. Witness has answered the question in full.
Say that a bit louder.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
What is the nomenclature of your name, Mr. Manvin von Karma?
Hey, Judge, are you really necessary right now?
Okay, so in Japanese, his name is Gokumura. I'm pronouncing that wrong because I don't speak Japanese. May come from the word Gokura, which could mean the effect of karma or fires of hell. Go comes from Irai, which means great or affection or excellent. So I'm definitely mispronouncing go, unless Japanese is a lot more complicated than I thought it was. Karama is pronounced similar to the word kama in kanji terms. I mean, pronounced similar to the word karma. In kanji terms, karuma means a demon who hunts. It explains his objection.
Yeah. Bit of a double meaning in this case, yeah.
Manfred means man of peace in German, which is somewhat ironic considering his questionable career. Although it's a common name, Manfred may also come from Manfred von Richthofen. Might come from Manfred von Richthofen. I butchered that. You're laughing, you're laughing like you know how to pronounce that.
No, I just know, like, you have encountered the word that exists in every language, which is indecipherable even to people of that language.
Most widely known in famous as the infamous World War I flying ace, the Red Baron.
Ah.
I'll be freaking honest, I thought the Red Baron was something Snoopy made up.
Nope, I think it's, like, at least theorized that he did exist.
Both men were feared in their lines of work, high in the scale, and achieved an impressive number of victories. Both were also finally defeated by that spoilers. Karma
defeated by the spoiler count.
Karma likes to come for the bad. Karma has come bit over the years from his questionable tactics. Von is a German preposition which probably means of or from. Also, German names containing a von are usually names of aristocrats. And apparently, the unofficial translation from Russian has Amrak Karma. Amrak also the words darkness. His name Amrak also the word Starmrak, which refers to his dark nature. Ooh. That sounds like a character I would make. I am big on characters whose names mean something.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would know. Of the people here are DMs, I am not one.
Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you'll keep your promise?
Go to jail!
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick! Oh, this testimony is flimsy, Nick. Fishy. Let me read that again. Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it.
Well, who was that? It was me. Oh gosh. Maya.
It was me.
Maya. Do you need to use the facility? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some sort of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No.
Wait! But I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ah! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
But Maya...
They're going to beat you to death, Maya. Death is the only penalty we have in this courthouse, Maya.
Oh god, no.
Ah, crap, I skipped past it.
Damn it. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
Don't throw a badger at them. Got it.
I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I don't know the exact meaning of badgering. I think it just means bothering. But for the longest time before I realized that, which I thought it actually meant like, because I heard it out of context, I thought it actually meant like threatening with a badger. I was pretty young, to be fair, but it was also a case of like that. I guess that would make you go to jail. I wouldn't want to be threatened with a badger.
Threatened with a badger would suck. Last statement.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I know that's full of shit.
Yeah. Is that all that's in her testimony?
Yeah, it's the new thing she said.
Yeah, it's the photo. You keep hitting A.
No, that was on purpose. Just for clarification, this is what she's saying is clear as day.
This is what a camera took, yeah. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat.
They don't even look like men on the boat. You could just say one's a mannequin.
Yeah. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
To be fair to Von Karma and the slimmest of things, that is what prosecutors do. They basically go like, okay, can say these things, don't mention this.
Yeah, that is supposed to be like part of their job. At the same time, he has very much like kind of damned himself in a way.
It's clearly like, I believe most of the time it's the case of just like, make sure you say what's evidence here, do not go off script, do not add your own opinions. Yeah.
And it makes sense that he should definitely do that, but at the same time, he has definitely fucked up.
He's I believe this would be, I mean, it's his attorney, so the prosecution doesn't get these hits, but that's definitely a crime to conceal truth like that, or at very least won't look good on you.
Mm-hmm.
This is American law, though, so not Japanese law. For all I know, that's perfectly legal in Japanese law.
I mean, even in American law, I don't think it would be necessarily a flaw with the case or anything like that. It's just it would raise more questions was his biggest issue.
And definitely, it definitely would cause some
issues, yeah.
I wouldn't strive for some of the word I'm looking for, but it's close I can think of right now. Among the jury.
Yeah. Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course, I said I could, and I mean I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. There's not an Edgeworth tisk 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 coming afterwards, too.
You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Keep going.
This is a pressed, we do need to press something.
Yeah, I figured that. Wait, hold up. Go back, go forward one. Isn't that the one that we need to press?
No.
Oh, it's one before it?
Yes.
Okay.
Pressing's a little hard, so I'm fine with talking about that. It's just when it comes to evidence, I'm going to let you, figure it out.
That's fine. I also would have gone through the whole thing of oh, great, we have to go back to the start again. Yeah, but it's yours.
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera's irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright? Do you wish to press further about the camera? I believe we do because the camera is pretty critical to this case. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe you went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera's set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Oh, is that the only thing that she added?
Yeah, it's the revised statement.
We press again, don't we? Or is this a present one?
Present.
Yes, okay, present. The camera. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie.
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing?
We have evidence of what she's looking for.
Was Mr. Hart trying to photograph the lake? It would be Gordy.
I still can't.
We all know it by now. It's that. God, that looks so stupid. I think I know what that actually is too, and it's so sad.
Yeah.
That poor photographer. picked the wrong moment. Miss Hart. This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article?
Why would you need to photograph that? It's already there. You can buy them at the store.
Oh. I may have forgotten how cameras work for a moment, right? Forgive me. Gordy? Sighting at Gore Lake. Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove I was down the lake trying photograph this Gordy.
We have proof, don't we?
Yeah, it's the camera again.
Yep. I have proof. They're about to owl you there, you know that?
They're about to owl me?
Yeah, because they put I don't have proof at the top when the entire time.
Oh, right, yeah.
The affirmation is at the top, usually. I have it, proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Lotta's camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? Feels like lawyer types would be there, and I kept trying to say that, and I apologize.
I know, it really does.
So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
Doesn't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. No, but it does change one key point of this whole thing. The fact that there were 2 gunshots, but only 1 photo was taken. Seems a bit weird, don't you think?
I know she only heard, there were 3 gunshots. She heard 2 somehow, and only 1 photo was taken.
I know. It's a little odd, isn't it? What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove, that statement was a bit odd in my head, is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
To be fair,
Karma.
This version of Von Karma might be German, so maybe English isn't his first language. He speaks it really well. It
was a proper sentence. It droned on a bit, and that confused me. Karma really should not have said that.
Yeah, because now the witness is going to go off schedule being angry. Hey!
But as she succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Gunshots. Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. I'm not sure if that was a nervous karma or if that was a karma going, I don't want to deal with this.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. can imagine what a scoop it'll be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. I heard the bang and we looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Miss Hart, I need to inform you that giving false testimony is the death penalty. I need to leave to my car and not be in this country no more.
Where's the border?
For investigative journalist reasons, I need to know the border and I need to, test it out right now. Can I go?
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection.
Witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case.
She gave new testimony.
Objection, she changed the testimony, stating that she heard 2 gunshots. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
How do they test if a gun's been fired multiple times?
Well, that's not exactly something you could easily test for. But the fact that she is stating that there were 2 gunshots...
No, the evidence says the gun fired 3 times.
Oh, right, yeah. Not sure. You know what? It might be based on the amount of bullets still left in the magazine.
It's assuming it's full?
Yeah.
I mean, you can... It kind of... Pull up the court record real quick. It kind of looks like a revolver, sort of.
So this pistol is based on a Luger design. It's not exactly a Luger, but it definitely has the very telltale kind of like, you can see the circle part on top, which was part of the ejection mechanism for the Luger. So like, it's a high caliber pistol. It isn't exactly a revolver, but it's high caliber. Because it's firing .22. That is revolver round. Some rifles fire that.
I mean, I know that. It's just... If that's the case, they could probably just, like, open up the gun and see, like, oh, these bullets have been fired.
Yeah. Could also be due to bullet casings found at the scene.
They only found 1.
Oh, well, no, that's the bullet itself. Casings are different. You don't fire the whole bullet, you know.
I'm sorry, I misheard you.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Well, Carmen's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Yes. Yes, there was. Well, not exactly a contradiction, but more added evidence. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha, that would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Is this a press or present? I think this is a present. Because usually once you get towards like the end of the trial date, it starts presenting a lot more evidence. So we don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Keep going. Yep. Yep. Is it the first gunshot that she heard, or the second?
That's not what we're presenting.
Oh, we're not presenting?
We are presenting, that's not what we're presenting about.
Oh. So it's this part?
Yes. What do you think we're presenting?
It's not Gordy again, is it?
You want to present it? We got the power.
I don't know if it's Gordy again, though. That's the thing. Like, she was... Oh, wait, yeah, she did say that she scanned the whole lake. Yeah. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person will be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
You want to fight?
Lady, you're an investigative photographer. You're not normal.
No, you want to come outside? You want to come outside this courtroom, go a few rounds? I'm from the south, bitch. I fight dirty. You're gonna be walking out here without your teeth. What? You don't want to I was joking. I forgot she responded like this. What? You want to step over here and say that?
Two things. One, there's a bailiff. I can't approach the bench. And two, I am exactly like 10 feet away from you. I am as close as I need to be. You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what, and you said as much in an earlier testimony. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars out and kind of scan the lake a bit. You mean skim? You skimmed the lake. Scan means look intensely at things.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Going back to detective, like too-many detective stories and all that, that was actually a point of evidence.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I think it was a case of like, he's clearly not the man I'm talking about because he says I'm going to scan this later, or get this a deeper, something like that. It's like, yeah, he's not it, because they would say skim, and then like I've seen like people like, yeah, point of order. He might be just saying, he might just, being lazy about it, because people can get that with speech, jackass.
Uh-huh. That is true.
Which is one of my favorite things about those detective novels, that later on people are like, I can do that. It's a little bit difficult, but it's not impossible.
That is actually a thing. Like ornithologists, for instance, I think mispronounce their profession frequently. So it is very common for people to just not say the right word for things. Don't ask me why, it's just kind of how it goes.
I mean, it's fine, it shows people are human, it's just, that can't be your main evidence in a crime.
Yeah.
That really makes you look like a crazy person.
With Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. This is 50% of the reason why I hate you, Lotta. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
The judge just staring at her like, woman? This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo in.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day, shut your pie hole. What the fuck?
Shut my what?
was she going to say?
Shut your pie hole, as the kids say. I am hip with them.
She took the photo and what?
Sorry, the mental image of Jive Turkey, Von Karma is hilarious in and of itself.
Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? Got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. But he's kind of still guilty if you don't, do it, so... What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
I just realized with all of the magic occasionally being thrown around and all that, stenographers must be paid a very high wage to be put up with this bullshit.
I know. Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Ouch. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
Oh no. We still cannot see who is firing at this.
They're all wearing balaclavas.
Balaclava. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Ah, yes, the left hand. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something.
That is some CSI levels of enlargement.
Yeah. In their credit, they at least made it look like it still wasn't a perfect enlargement with just like the fog still showing faces and such. Yes, for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
It would have been uncharacteristically short, but it would have been hilarious if enlarging photo shows dead on that it's not Edgeworth doing the firing.
Yeah. It would have been hilarious. It's over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
My leg is falling asleep.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I said everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. Who floundered about. God damn it, I should not have brought in Lotta Hart. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do?
Yeah, because we know immediately there's something wrong with it.
Oh yeah, Your Honor. There's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. Well, what might that be?
Oh, I know how I think I know how you can tell if someone's using their right hand or left hand on the gun.
How's that?
Where the fingerprints lie.
Oh, yeah, that would do it, yeah. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo was strange? Okay, there goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. This is where we actually have to click, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
This is always a problem with the DS where this came from. Yep. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. It would be the pistol again, isn't it?
Yeah, because it has right hand prints.
Yep. Take that! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down,
By law.
the bailiff had a lot of work to do today, and he also had to remove himself. He got rather heated. I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Though I can't really do that with an empty courtroom. We're going to need a new jury. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Throw Larry under the bus. Dispose of Larry!
Well, there's the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining.
Who is this Larry? One last bit. The Cucumber? You're accusing Larry the Cucumber of popular Christian TV show VeggieTales?
You fool, that man has no hands!
That is a cucumber of God. He wouldn't dare commit murder.
Oh, gosh. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. So very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. That is actually possible in this case. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet.
Yes. I know. Are you seeing it for this photographer? I understand you're seeing it for this photographer, but you sound like you're unfamiliar with the term meter. Perhaps you should watch VeggieTales.
It's because in America we usually use feet, although we are taught the meter. There's no way it could have been suicide.
I'm just gonna change with the line of thought that Von Karma was a fan of VeggieTales.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Is Larry a Larry boy?
So, as I was saying, in this case, it actually is possible to tell if it was fired point blank into the chest or not. When the bullet is fired from close enough range, certain factors come in. Things travel a lot with the bullet. Minor amounts of gunpowder compared to back when we used black powder. Black powder was actually a big, like if we still used muskets and stuff like that, Murder cases would be so easy to solve because that stuff leaves residue everywhere. But in this case, not so much. Instead, it would be minor burn marks around the bullet wound, I believe. It has been a little while since I learned about this offhandedly, so.
We're not historians. We just know a lot of fun facts.
Listen, there's a rabbit hole called YouTube, and Wikipedia, and Google, and yeah, we just kind of keep going.
And Tumblr sometimes. Sometimes they have important information. Sometimes there's horrors beyond imagination in there. Sometimes both. Jinx.
Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum.
Clearly this man has Mr. Edgeworth's... Wait, no, that doesn't work either.
Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day.
You know, that evidence would be completely removed if, again, Mr. Edgeworth didn't pick up the damn gun.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he didn't pick up the damn gun. Then again, given the circumstances around this case, I'm sure the prints would have ended up there one way or another.
Edgeworth, just wear gloves constantly. Never take them off, even if it's boiling hot.
Ah, damn it, you skipped it.
Sorry.
Understood. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Ooh, that was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but...
You get to live for one more day.
It's...
That's not the comfort you think it is, right?
What happened out there in that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
Edgeworth, are you haunted by ghosts?
Particularly shooter ghosts.
What? Don't give me that look! I did not kill him!
I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That is all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth?
I've been cursed to be unable to say that word, lest a fiery death falls upon me. Look, you deal with ghosts, I deal with curses. We have two different worlds, Phoenix, right?
I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. Unfortunately, most of it had to be crossed out.
Fortunately, most of it was unable to be deciphered with her thick accent.
I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. The multiple bangs she heard.
What you doing now, Torms? You're checking out that area since I moved that box? Seeing my cat like wander in different areas, like, this was not here before. I shall investigate. Okay, I'm bored now.
Yep, that sounds like a cat.
The brain of a 2 to 3-year-old.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Hey, Nick, it's you! I've been arrested for murder again.
Wait, hold on, you were in contempt of court.
Yes.
What did you do to the bailiff?
I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay.
No, you're not skipping past this.
It's a relief.
Hey. Why'd you do that anyway? The murder, not the courtroom stuff.
I don't know. I just knew I had to do something.
This is fitting too well.
I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry.
But you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay?
Okay.
Have you been questioned yet?
No, they haven't found the body. Not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go for after questioning.
That is a rather light sentence for murder, Maya.
Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready.
Oh, there we go.
You can pay for me, right? Okay? My bail is $3 million.
How much?
I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Around the tune of $3 million. I wasn't listening. It might have been the minimum amount.
Oh no. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail?
To be fair, Phoenix, you get that money back if she comes back. If she comes back.
Yeah. Any luck with Mia?
None. I can't get through to her at all. She keeps saying what I did was an affront to God and really should not have been done, and she's not even sure guns can be used that way. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do.
Maya, you didn't take the evidence murder weapon, did you?
I think I probably should have stopped my training.
Maya?
To be an assassin, I mean.
She sounds like she really did do her best. Unfortunately, her best murdered someone, so... check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. We clearly need to cleanse the spirit.
I wonder if we'll ever see my sister again. Maybe with the electric chair.
We need to stop this.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit too dark even for us.
It worked way too well. Just the fact that there was no reference to contempt of court in there really worked too well for murder charges. Oh. There were fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around the park.
We found another body! When will this
fuck?
serial killer end?
Wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. What do you mean he's the new killer also has Edgeworth's fingerprints? What the fuck?
It says move to the woods.
It's not the woods.
And that's the only option I had.
I haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. His choice in women is not great.
I don't think he ever settled down with someone good. He just gets a better job.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today at Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. To be honest, it was very much floundering in the dark for a little bit. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow?
I don't know, pal. All he does is watching reruns of VeggieTales.
It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who the other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Actually, he would be, but... Right. One thing that is absolutely the case in normal trials, mind you, the defense and the prosecution share information that they are going to bring up so that each side can prepare counter arguments and questioning for witnesses. Otherwise, you know, trials don't normally have surprise evidence show up. Which is one of the big issues with the Phoenix Wright series. Alright, I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him handling crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes.
And him being accused of murder. You're surprised how often that happens when you're not around, Mr. Wright. Most of the time, he can be excused by the fact he's not in the country at the time.
It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident?
No, the incident when VeggieTales get on the air. It's a very weird coincidence.
we go back to the courtroom. Von Karma's on the trial stand. The VeggieTales, they whispered to me. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes.
15 years ago. That's almost 12 years ago.
He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Oh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I don't want to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man.
By the way, do you have $3 billion? I know it said million, it's a typo.
I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two.
It's surprising, but I do in fact have emotions.
Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth. I mean, you know, risking arrest to help somebody else out, yeah, that's gonna make anybody kind of feel a little emotional, I think.
Headset straight up died, sorry.
Ah, damn it. He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get out of here there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be?
$3 trillion.
Don't worry about that.
There's not a number for how high the bail is. Apparently, she's connected to a lot of cold cases.
Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? To Edgeworth?
But then how is he going to pay my fee?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what you did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too.
Okay, I gotta ask, what type of spoiler is that on the car? Make it look like it has ears.
My first thought was that it might be lights.
But the lights are beneath it.
Yeah, it's got like 4 sets of lights for some reason. What the hell? I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. Oh no. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Yeah. Yeah.
It might be high beams, the other
It
lights.
could be high beams. It could also be like a slight snorkel or something like that.
Snorkel?
Yeah, some cars do have that for like off-roading. So we don't go to the boat rental shop. We go somewhere else.
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up Maya.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Nick, you finally came. And it just shows like a flash of behind her. The bailiff is dead. The rooms are covered in blood. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
Free at last, eh?
Those interrogators were really mean. They kept saying things like that. You murdered so many people, and the blood will never be removed from your hands, and when we put you on trial, you're going to fry.
So I killed them.
They're like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they?
Well...
Maya?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you.
He will die last, then.
He said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We gotta win this case, Nick. I think it just says to get Maya and then go back to the Gourd Lake, I think. So I'm gonna do that.
Oh, well, looks like someone's here.
There aren't many cops around today, are there?
Maya, no. They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth.
Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today.
Well, what did we do now?
Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went there and started babbling any old thing that came to mind.
Lotta.
So see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Huh?
Yeah, do me a favor and I'll give you evidence. I'm not
really
joking.
Oh, no. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? I like how you skipped all of the other things.
Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting in the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. You know, for the thing I'm making up for you.
Oh my goodness. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us.
Right. Propose a little exchange to make it up to you.
This woman.
I'm not even getting to the good part, the big part of it. There's just more evidence on why I don't like this character. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these thousand folks. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. We do. Most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. Southerners, whatever. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll be? We got a deal or not? What did we do, Nick?
Deal, I guess.
We have to. I just hate it.
We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much?
Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor.
Huh?
The only fair exchange for information is information. See, when I saw that the first time around, my very thought was, oh, she just wants like something, like maybe something minor or whatever, and that'll be fine. Listen good. And then she does this. What I need for you is information about Gordy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gordy?
But Gordy doesn't. I mean, Gordy might not exist.
Then bring me proof that shows that he don't. This is why I hate her.
She wants us to prove a negative.
Exactly. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it?
Okay.
Okay, Nick, let's go hunting.
Hunting? You don't seriously mean?
Gordy? I sure do. Oh crap, the accent's spreading.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy. We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Well, what's that?
The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya!
Larry, what the heck is that?
Oh, it was my girl Kianzi's idea. She was all, if you like it, put this here. It'd be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me. She gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, it's terrible. It's very impressive that she could find those for you. No, she knows a lot. She knows a lot of people. Now this show's finished now. She should have got them for free.
Right.
Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy?
Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Huh. Hey Larry, did you know Mr. Edward's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? Maya, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, that sounds like a very big phobia. You shouldn't, like, talk about it like that. That's weird. I don't think he was like that. He was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred?
Right, when the DL6 incident happened.
I'm gonna get something that's a popcorn snack on it. I'm getting a lot of kernels that are making my tongue hurt. You know those?
Yeah, I know those. I know those. Yeah, I said it right when the DL6 incident happened. I think I said that. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though.
I mean, you didn't know about it, and you're a lawyer. Larry is not a lawyer. Larry is very much anything but a lawyer.
Not wrong. Not wrong. But not something I would say to his face. Hey, Larry. when did you get that big thing?
Huh? Oh, the big guy? I had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids.
Why wasn't it there yesterday?
Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put in air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you inflated it by yourself.
We examine the compressor, don't we?
I just a stock jump, but we can if you want. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I used to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was.
Yeah, I guess I was hoping it would give us some evidence because I'm pretty sure that is what Lotta thought the monster was. It was just the balloon that went past.
You're correct, but that's not how we find out.
Oh no. Did you mean to come here?
Yeah, we need to go to the Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again?
Fancy's playing Borderlands 3.
Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. It's kind of tight on my end. I'm actually running out of funds. If you could spot me, like, it's 3,000.
I won't pay you back, but I'll live longer.
How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6s. The guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past, so... I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal.
Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
Monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no.
Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your minds?
Eek.
You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then, huh?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
Tell Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Oh, that bitch. She wants to make it up for you by making you do busy work?
Yeah, just like, what the fuck, Nick?
I take it back. Excuse me, I'm going to arrest someone for revoting evidence of a crime. Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
I'm sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. Detective Gumshoe will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you will like.
Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, missile.
Missile?
It's a canine police dog. Still in training. Missile, here boy. It's a Shiba Inu.
I believe Missile is based on Shin Katumi's actual dog.
It's a very common breed in Japan, so I'm not too surprised. Here he is.
Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
A cute dog.
Missile isn't needed, but you can take him.
I figure you can. He's adorable looking.
So you.
Oh yeah. And this will help us. How? Next secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole.
I use it to get food.
You joke about that, but I think he actually...
I'm not joking about that.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster? Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal.
It works in Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please. I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. So weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive.
We do need this, though.
Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose I can't hurt to borrow one of them. Here, borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this.
That was Phoenix, but that's fine. I've done it before.
Oh, yep.
Are you making fun of my accent, pal?
Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything.
Oops.
That Steel Samurai music is just hilarious to suddenly hear kicking in. Just
It's
every
also
time.
so weird to see Larry have a serious look on his face.
I know, he really does just look like, well, that's bad, man. I need help.
I've been dumped. I've been lying. I've been dumped.
Not necessarily in that order.
It's so quiet here. Nick, I need to come out. I'm gay. I need to get it off my chest.
That took a turn. That's still Larry, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Larry. It's hard to do. I'm trying to do Larry so as a very big Slacker voice, but it's hard to do Slacker because it's also the same gruff voice you use for Dick Gumshoe.
Uh-huh.
I
It's
wonder
not
if
an easy voice.
I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well, with the murder on the lake and all...
I'm ruined!
They're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over.
We hear the sounds of a gun going off.
Just bang, bang, bang.
I can't even shoot myself right! I get it. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector found something!
It's loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out?
Because you do it anyways.
Nick, I found one of the dead. I found another dead body.
One of?
Look.
Huh? An air tank? Huh? The valve looks broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
And third of all, why is this air tank covered in blood?
I'm going to ignore that for my own sake of mind. But...
Oh.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. Looks like a string of flags?
Well, might as well take it with us for now that we found it.
It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value.
Those flags means we have to go talk to Larry again.
I figured.
How does we do this? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. What? An air tank? What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Say, is this air tank yours?
Why would I have a thing like that?
Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank? Well, it's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai there.
It must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? His face is twitching.
I know. He's got that twitch up. I'm fucked.
Larry Butt's the world's worst liar.
I know. In some ways, though, him being the world's worst liar has helped us. You used this to inflate that, didn't you?
Inflate what?
What else? That big puffy Steel Samurai.
And now why would you go asking me a question like that?
Looks like I hit the nail on the head.
Hilariously, Larry looks exactly what I thought cool people look like as a kid. Jacket, goatee.
I think that's kind of the point. Is he's supposed to be kind of like the very standard, trying to look cool.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well.
It didn't go so well?
Yeah.
You think you could be a little more specific?
No. Come on. Look, if it's embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Tell us! Tell us! Tell us! Tell us! Fine. Whatever, it's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then...
Jesus.
The valve bursted open and made this incredible noise. And the tank took off like a rocket. The tank there took off like a rocket.
Can I just point out, like, it looks like the tank went off through the Steel Samurai and just yanked it into the air?
It does, yeah.
Like, that is very cartoony.
It took my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. all? Well, you find anything out there about Gordy? No, nothing.
We did, actually, but...
We'll keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It's a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. I told y'all no sneezing! See, I set the camera to spot things a little softer than a bang. I trigger one of Von Connor's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry.
I like the idea of him finger snapping and just like wasting 50 rolls of film.
Yeah, well, sorry's nice. What about my film? Nick, pay the lady.
Maya, you are a fucking money sink.
Yep, I have to say I know exactly squat about that.
It's painful to know when something doesn't catch Lotta's interest. Which in some ways is good, in some ways is bad.
I think, I guess I ran up the... Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you forgot about the flying air tank. How could you forget about the flying air tank?
I thought we were done.
We're never done with Larry.
He is internal. So, the tank and the Seal Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so.
The 20th, a week ago.
As far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Chianti gave me that Steel Samurai and all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last.
Hold up, Larry. No. Why are you going around the lake in a Santa outfit?
Oh, it's cold. It's probably warm. It was December.
God. Yeah,
Still
it was
is
December, but still.
It flew way out there. It took me four whole days to find it. He was in the Santa suit during the setup too.
The night before last was the night of the murder.
Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, it was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you don't know about what happened? No. That's too bad.
It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Yeah, got a scoop on Gordy for me yet?
Lotta. There's no such thing as Gordy.
What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof that Gordy don't exist?
The birth of Gordy doesn't exist. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge will make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist.
It sounds like he's stalling.
I know.
Don't yell at me! Oh no, the camera!
I would have actually kind of expected that a little bit.
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a hot stand near here. A hot dog stand.
A hot dog stand? You know those things are rarely actually hot dog and more random animal you find in the street? I should know. My cousin supplies the meat.
Oh God, no. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll over there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it.
Oh, I know about idiots that are friends of yours.
I'm one of them, technically.
No, you're not my friend. Oh, you don't say that.
He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake.
To be fair to Larry, it did sound like he needed that up, and also he didn't have very many other options.
Yeah, no, he definitely did need it up. Like, I can entirely agree with that. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew.
A bang?
The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time...
That looks nothing like the photo.
I know. A couple was taking a photograph of the lake.
Like I said at the time I was bringing it up, I'm pretty sure in the original game it's a lot more blurry, which makes that image perfectly fine, but...
Yeah. This photo.
Wait. So you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
I'm sorry, Lotta.
Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Nick, we should find Gordy and put him in the lake. Or a Gordy.
That's gonna be a little complicated.
I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh?
Well, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that, at least.
Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. Oh, right, you already gave me dirt on Gordy.
So, tell us this information you have.
Give me dirt. Oh, right. A promise is a promise, I guess. I've heard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They say he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. You should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know? Wait, so you have another photo? Well... yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it won't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. No, it won't be helpful at all, but... here, take it.
This is at 11:50 p.m.
Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta.
It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time.
I'm trying to do the...
When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I think he was doing Star Wars, so I had to cut myself off.
Uh-huh.
So much about that butt's into shape. Hey Nick, this is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. What's your response, man? Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway. Do you want to be the caretaker, or should I be the caretaker?
Old man? Old doddering man. I guess I could do it because I don't think he actually talks too much outside of like towards the end of the case. It's mostly just like the same lines over and over again. Which
No,
is,
no,
Meg, that you?
no. He says a lot of things actually.
Oh dear. Well, here we go again.
No, I'll take him.
All right.
I haven't done an old man voice around you before, so.
That's true. It would be good practice.
Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it. You'll make your old man proud. When your kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Hello. Huh? Nick? What's that?
Parrot, the one on that perch.
Keith!
Yes?
I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's in the pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello. I'm not doing that again. Yep.
Oh boy.
He fell asleep.
I guess he's relieved. Well then. Huh. We need to present a thing to him?
Yes. You will take a guess.
The attorney's badge?
Yeah. That's a lawyer's badge?
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I get it.
Huh?
Hey, yep. I got you all figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, there's a chance to clear things up.
This guy's actually, I think, like one of the saddest characters in the game.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night.
Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When the case is over and done, you run the wet noodle.
I guess we could promise that? Okay, we promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
I guess so.
Actually, that sounds delicious.
It does.
Ironically.
It sounds like there are noodles that are very spicy, but good spicy.
Yes, like there's a heat to them rather than just being like painful spice.
Yeah. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
Well, wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was it that you want to know? Speak up, Polly.
That bird is going to repeatedly do that, isn't it?
About, yeah.
Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us?
I can present useful stuff, it says, so up to you when you want to present first.
He wouldn't know about the camera, would he?
So... I guess this?
Maybe?
Yep, I've seen this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith.
Yes?
It's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes, yes. I know all about that. I've seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all.
Hey?
I'm curious about this. Nope, nothing.
Nope, he fell asleep. The pistol, maybe? Nope, he's fallen asleep again. You know, you would expect somebody being shown a gun, they'd wake up. Why did you show him the metal detector?
Just want to see if it would set off on anything. Apparently that television is made of metal. Okay, I think we have nothing else we can show him.
Yep, fair enough.
Wow, what an amazing parrot this is. Good morning. Hello? Ignored me. What, you forgot Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? See? Neat, the parrot's name is Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello.
Why do you like to add into the...
Oh, Polly can
fact
say
that
lots of
added-
things. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Just the fact that got added into the court case immediately.
Doesn't even know the secret words. The secret words?
Yeah, I know why the photograph probably doesn't do anything, because that would be a spoiler for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
DL6.
My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? Croc? 2228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Well, at least now we know what the code is.
I forgot the time, but it's pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this bang, so I look outside. Then I hear another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. No, earlier than that. You know what? Look, Terry was just here. Terry? Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Terry?
Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He's wearing this tattered out coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face.
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe.
He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really?
Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh wait, I have one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have you forgotten something? Croc? Don't forget DL6. Croc? Huh? What did you just say, Nick?
One more time, Polly. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean Dad. Don't just fall asleep on us. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy?
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
Oh, you have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh.
That's you. What?
He locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Hey pal, long time no see.
I'm a Sonic character now.
You don't look so happy.
Detective the Gumshoe.
What's wrong this time? I actually wanted to ask you something. Yeah?
Oh, no, I have to present him the parrot, apparently.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat's rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. That incident. DL6. What? Why are we going back?
I think this is a flashback.
What? I know, but why? It's just happened. Pretty sure the old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? That's you?
Nick, you think he might be?
The silence made me think that you didn't notice.
I didn't notice. I was looking up that character's name for later. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? What do you know about the DL6 incident? That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Well, we did, though. We did do that. With the bird. Got to do it again?
Maybe? Maybe you did it out of order?
Just skipping past this.
Yep, because you did it out of order. Damn it.
No?
Okay. Now maybe talk to him?
You have to attack both things first?
Maybe. You know the boat rental shop down at Gord Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... Was supposed to be top secret. For some reason, whenever you do Maya, I can't hear you. You good? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided at first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious. I think I just straight up didn't notice. Didn't notice.
Was muted.
Yeah. That's not me reading the line. It's me hearing my thing beep again.
Might be your headset's dying again.
There, headset's plugged in again.
Okay. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Okay, yeah, we just need to talk about everything. So there is the station's records courtroom. Or room, I mean. Sorry, I've been to the courtroom so many times lately, it's a problem. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Way to go.
All right, ready to go, okay. Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Boop. Here we are in the records room.
Wow. It's amazing. Lee Dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old.
15 years ago. That's almost 12 years ago.
We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, find out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Ignore the ash of all the other files. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
Well, first I have to get a handle on the many facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. Found it! Here you go.
December 28th, 2001.
That's actually 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So, in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 o'clock p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
No kidding. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. Five hours.
What's scary like that in the dark?
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? Well,
the survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
That was Mr. Edward's father, wasn't it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here it is. Found it. Burgley Edgeworth, 35. Defense attorney. If he was still
Hi.
alive, he'd be... Oh, that's you. I'm so sorry.
I'm still here. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he's in the elevator with his father. Yes, Maya, we know that.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon pistol was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there?
That'll be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yoki. He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
That's not correct. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Right. I straight up missed that.
Yep. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court.
It's, almost 6. Do you want to stop here, or do you want to go through the trial?
We could stop here. It's fine with me.
Okay.
That way you can also fix up your headset a bit.
I think it's literally the case of it's just dying, but I won't have time to properly fix or get to use a new one until probably after the move, because I still have packing to do. I have a lot of packing to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more The Sinking City.
Good luck with that, especially since the second game's coming out, apparently.
Yeah, but they are apparently not sticking to the detective bit, which, again, is the part I like, because there's not a lot of detective survival horror games. I feel like there should be more of those. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope to see you then.
See you all next time.